welcome back, everybody, to another Getting to Know the Artist. I'm Wiggles, your host, and we are here with Hitman Chris. Thank you so very much for those of you that already came through and hit the like and dropped a comment. I seen Cryptic Chaos came through and said, "Let's go." Excuse me, and I think I got a couple likes ahead of time. How you doing, man?
Doing well, brother. Doing well. Living a life.
Yeah. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to come do this. To all of you viewers, I might get rained on, so I might have to move at some point, but we'll keep this going. I came outside up to the library hoping to use the internet for a better connection, and then the Wi-Fi was being all weird anyhow. So here I am just running off of my phone's signal, and that's what it is. Without further ado, this ain't about me and my dumb phone. This is about him. So hit the like button, share it out. It helps get new people in here. It's a small gesture from you, a big favor to me and the YouTube algorithm. And for people on the replay, that's the same thing, man. Share it out. Hit the like button. YouTube will share it to other people. Without further ado, we're going to jump right in with the first question. What is your name? Where was you born and raised? And where do you currently live now?
My name is Hitman motherfucking Chris. I was born and raised in Chicago, Illinois. I currently live in Gary, Hammond area in Indiana. So I'm not too far from home.
I didn't even know you were in Gary. I think that's about 4.5 hours for me. Like, I'm in Connorsville, Indiana, which is like on the Ohio border. Like, I'm less than an hour from Dayton and Columbus. Well, Columbus is like, I think, an hour and a half. But yeah, Ryan Lovejoy in the chat. Whoop whoop. I appreciate you coming through.
Yes, sir.
Refresh. No. Sorry about that. I got a secondary device right here that I don't normally get to use, so that's kind of neat. All right, so Gary, Indiana. But didn't you say you're originally held from like Chicago, roughly?
Yeah,
or that's where you.
I do a lot of my business in Chicago, so I do take a nice 40-minute drive to the city. But I'm usually there, yeah. So you'll find me there.
Okay. So my second question for you is, it's kind of loaded. Are you a juggalo? When did you discover that you was a juggalo? So how long have you been down? And then, do you consider yourself a juggalo rapper? Some people don't like being put in a box. Other people don't see a box. So just give us a little bit of what you think about that, and then answer the other two, obviously.
So, am I a juggalo? Of course I'm a fucking juggalo. Fuck yeah, I'm a juggalo. I've been down for fucking ever, bro. How long have I been down? I've been down since 2002, 2001. Made me about
Bro, that was
9, 10
me.
years old. Yeah, but I was 9 or 10 years old. I was listening to fucking music that got put onto one of my family members' MP3 player, and they had a bunch of ICP stuff on there, and I was hooked just like that. And do I consider myself a juggalo rapper? No, I don't consider myself a juggalo rapper. Do I show love to all juggalos? Of course. Do you hear a lot of juggalo in my raps? Fuck yeah. But I don't consider myself a juggalo rapper because I just
Okay.
I don't stick to the theme. I don't stick to just the violent theme of being juggalo shit.
Right. He said, I don't only do horrorcore, I do other shit too. Gabby Gatton, he performed at the Gathering a few years ago. Flame. Gabby, thank you for showing up. I appreciate it. I don't think I've seen your name before, so that's all you, homie. Hell yeah. And that's cool. I just like to ask it. Some people really see a box. Some people don't see a box. It just kind of depends.
I mean, I do see a box only because there's a style and there's a there's a theme, that goes with being a juggalo rapper. Like you could definitely hear the fucking carnival and being a juggalo rapper. You can hear it in the cadence, you can hear it in what they're talking about. There is a difference, but I feel like I cater to the juggalo community as well. Like I make good music. Ain't nobody gonna tell me no motherfucker different. I make good fucking music.
Nah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Ain't nobody in any group gonna tell me any fucking different. I make good fucking music. You know what I'm
Hell
saying?
yeah.
I played the Gathering. I hope I'm playing again. But I know how to rock a crowd. I know what's good, and being that I've been to the Gathering 15 plus times, I know what sounds good. I know what juggalos want to hear.
Right, right, absolutely. We'll touch more on that later on. I have a question that's going to kind of tie into the whole gathering, so we'll skip ahead for now. What inspired you to start making music, and what was that switch that was like, hey, I think I can do this? I want to actually take it serious.
So I I used to listen to a lot of music. Growing up, I used to listen to a lot of house music, and after my parents split up, on my dad's household, they listened to a lot of rock music. So I was around a lot of different genres of music, and rap really caught my interest. And I always thought, and I would write notes while at school. I used to get I used to get bitched at by the teacher because he'd be like, "Hey, this is our daily journal. This ain't to write fucking raps in." And now I could look at that
Right,
motherfucker and be like, "That's exactly what that motherfucking notebook was for, to write raps in." And, and it wasn't until 2010 I started recording. I lost a lot of my original music, had to start over, and and 2012 I got cool with a click, and I started performing and recording. So around 2012, I really felt like this is me. I like to express myself through music, and I'm fucking good at it. So I'm gonna continue
absolutely.
doing this.
Hell yeah. Okay, that's what's up. Then, with that said, who do you look up to in the music industry, mainstream or even underground? Like, who do you draw from or inspire from?
I draw a lot from ICP because I was really like in tune of what they were doing. I liked that they had a real strong following, and even coming from the Juggalo community, I learned to see how they acted, and I thought that it was really fucking cool. So I learned how ICP would talk to their fucking people, because look how strong they are now. Like motherfuckers complain that
Yeah,
look how motherfuckers complain that ICP ain't put out good shit in so long, but here they are listening to it. Here they are gathering. Here they are
right,
rocking with it. You know what I'm saying? So there's something that ICP did that made them stick around that long. So I do stem from them a lot, but I do stem a lot from like West Coast hip hop, like Ice Cube. Ice Cube is one of my favorite fucking artists. Corn is one of my favorite fucking rock bands, and and I was very intrigued on how people would get drawn to these fucking artists, and I would see, and I could see why. Corn had a
right,
fucking Corn had a very unique fucking rock style. Ice Cube had a fucking unique rock style, and then rap style, and at some point those two entities came together. They have Ice Cube and Corn fucking collaborations. That shit's fucking raw.
right.
When I found that shit out, it made me feel real good, like I was on the right path, because those are
Absolutely.
two different things that came together.
I apologize for the background noise. That's one negative to being outside. There's going to be a little traffic in the background. I hope it don't take away from your stream, man.
No, you good.
But no, absolutely. I think ICP arguably has like the best fan base of music. You know, I don't know, maybe aside from like Deadheads or something. Like, man, we go
Right.
hard. we
But
for
see,
ICP.
juggalos are everywhere though. Juggalos are in rock bands. Well, fucking Coolio was a juggalo. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like Steve-O's a juggalo. Like there's so many juggalos in the world. It ain't even just rap music. There's rock
It's
music.
it's
There's
it's not even just music. That's why it's a
right.
culture,
Yeah,
with a bunch of
yeah.
great music mixed in.
Yeah. As far as entertainment goes, we have actors, we have fucking musicians, we have in the real world, we have doctors, plumbers, carpenters, electricians, fucking technicians, all types of shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm a
Right.
welder. Outside of this, I can do carpentry and I'm a welder. You know what I'm saying? Like we
Okay.
come from every fucking angles. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. That's funny. I ask you a question later on that would tie into that answer, but that's dope. That's cool to know. Uh, okay, yeah. So who do you look up to? Next question. I love this one. Are there any current projects in the works, or what's next? Any EPs, any albums, any shows, any whatever? What do you got
So
going on in the near future?
So I am all over the place, bro. I am all over the place. I'm trying to get onto the gathering. That's one thing. I have a project dropping June 13th. It's called Burner Volume 1, and I have a nice couple features on there, and it's a sick fucking project, bro. It's not a full-length album. I'm actually working on a full-length album, but I'm fixing to release that on June 13th. And then, like I said, I'm all over the place, bro. Not only do I focus on music, I battle rap. I'm gonna be battling John Doe on June 7th. It's a Saturday. And that's gonna be fucking dope. That's gonna be in Chicago. If anybody's interested, get at me. It's definitely something to be, to be in the crowd about.
All right, and is that just at a local venue or whatever there then?
Yeah, that's at a venue. Yup. Rap battles. You know what I'm saying? Like fucking URL type shit, RBE type shit. Like it's real, and they're really making a big movement out in Chicago. So I'm all with that.
All right, give me 1 second. I'm just gonna situate over here under this little awning. I feel a little bit of precipitation, so my phone don't get soaked and I don't get soaked and all of that stuff.
You good? You good? You good?
Oh, I'm sure people driving by are like, "What the hell?" I literally saw somebody like take out their phone to take a picture of me because people don't be doing this. Like, I'm pretty much the only weirdo in this town.
So check us out. This is the album cover for Burner. Oh, y'all
They're gonna look at their camera and be like, "What the heck was this dude doing?" Oh, live stream. Check out the channel.
Yes, sir. That's it right there,
uh,
boy. Burner.
ooh,
Yes, sir.
that looks good.
Hell yeah,
It's real
dude.
like eye catching.
Hell fucking yeah, dude. Hell yeah, you got the little details in there. You got my name off the side right there. You know what I'm saying? It look nice. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah. So,
Fuck.
you said you have your rap battle and you're trying to get in or get it on the gathering. Folks, y'all can help him do that by sending an email at info@thegatheringofthejuggalos.com.
Juggalo
Tell
gang.
Rob
Yep.
you want to see Hitman Chris perform.
Tell me you want
Send
to see
it
me come back. I was here.
right.
I was here 2022. I'm trying to come back. I'm trying to do
There
this
you
shit.
go.
I'm trying to play shit off of Burner. I'm trying to play shit off of the new shit. The shit that I'm
There
not
you
even gonna
go.
tell you the name of yet. I'm trying to show y'all some good shit. I'm gonna have fun with y'all. And last time I was there, I was throwing little bags of weed. Who knows? I might just do it again. I'm gonna throw out a shirt. I'm gonna throw the sweater out. I might just take my pants off.
Bro, was you at last year's gathering?
Yeah, I was.
Bleed the Wicked Menace done that. He took his shirt off his back and threw it at the crowd or whatever.
Yes, he did. I saw
That's
that.
that's pretty dope. That's the
Mhm.
homie.
Yeah,
Um,
bro.
okay. So working on some things.
Yes,
Uh,
sir.
What's your favorite song that
Oh,
you have made? What we said, time.
one last thing before I forget. I'm also doing a fucking web series called Villains. That's they got a couple episodes out on YouTube. Look it up. Villains. Jester Entertainment. Look that shit up. That's definitely another fucking fun thing I'm doing too. I'm getting into acting. If anybody else needs me to fucking act in some show, music video, whatever the fuck, movie, call me right here.
Bruh. Do you got a link tree with like all of your links and connections
I got a
connected to it?
I got a hyper follow, and
Oh yeah.
that has all my shit on there too. So you could find my Instagram, my YouTube, my Spotify, my Apple Music, iHeartRadio. I'm on everything. You could
We're
search me
gonna
on everything.
we're gonna we're gonna get that link, which I have it now that I remember or recall it,
Mhm.
and we're gonna add that in the top of the description of this video, guys. So if you're watching this on the replay or you're even watching it now, you will be able to get every single link, social media, whatever that he wants you to have. That's on that link or additional links that he might give me. I don't know if you got a website, da 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 da, but that will all be found in the description of this video. So if you're watching this on the replay, feel free to pause, go click that link, pull it up in another browser, and then let the video play on the background. Check out his shit, man. Um, okay, so yeah. And then, so my next question was going to be, what's your favorite song that you have made that means something to you for one reason or another? But not to confuse with, I have another, the next question also, kind of like two part. And then what's a song that you would suggest to somebody that has no clue who you are, but you're trying to get them hip on your music?
So one song that I admire a lot, man, about that I done. It's a song that I did with my friend Cruise Effects and Chris Calico on the hook. It's called Every Day a Little Bit, and I thought I went really hard on that. That's something that I was going through a lot of stuff at the time, and I put a lot of my emotions into that song, and I thought I did really well. And I had a couple people reach out to me and tell me, "Hey, man, like what you guys were talking about was really getting me through some hard times, and it's crazy that I can relate to somebody that I've never met in person, you know." So that's something
Wait, I didn't mean to cut you off. You done a song with Crucifix? Like the dude that sings "Fly Away" and Splinter
no,
and
no, no. Cruise FX. That's Chicago based
oh,
rapper.
my
Yeah.
fault, my fault.
No, no, you're good. You're good. I've done a song. Yeah, I've done a song with Cruise Effects and Every Day a Little Bit with Chris Calico, and that's one song I'm very proud of. Another one that I'm really proud of is also with Cruise Effects. It's called Redemption, and I thought I went really hard on the lyrics for that one. And one song that I would want y'all to check me out would be fuck. I don't know. There's a
That you
couple of
think
them.
might get somebody hooked on you. Like they don't know you really, but it might be kind of quick, snappy, more
I think
rappy,
I
or
think I think it has to be either between Crash Test Dummy and Twist It Up.
okay.
Yeah,
Gabby Gatton said, "Throw Me Away with the Ritz feature is great too."
yeah, that was a good one. That was a good one. Definitely one of my favorite features too. That was a good one.
Okay, okay. Um, Realistically, where do you see yourself in 5 years? What's your 5 year plan? Are you going to be on a big label? Are you already signed? Are you going to be doing what you're doing still, like just underground maintaining, or are you going to
Well,
be, on top of the world? What's that 5 year
well,
plan look like?
as far as I'm concerned, bro, I'm already on top of the world. I'm not. Tomorrow is not promised. I'm just trying to stay busy today because today I have every opportunity to do everything I could want. You know, there's only so many hours in the day, but if I can be happy doing something, I'm gonna make sure that I do everything to the fullest. Like if I like even if I could see myself in 5 years, I want to be doing more. Like I want to be doing movies. I want to be doing voiceovers for cartoons or some shit. You know, I want to be. I was
Right.
already talking. I was already talking to somebody about doing voiceovers for an anime. I don't even watch anime like that, and I'm willing to jump onto that. I'm willing even to learn. If anybody has some anime suggestions, drop them in the comments or fucking hit me on Facebook with some. But in 5 years, I want to be dropping another two big albums. Um, as far as signed, I wouldn't mind getting signed. I hear a lot of oh, don't get signed. Record labels always fuck you out, but it's like I can't take the money with me either. I'm just here to have fun. I'm just here to experience and
Right.
do as much as I can, you know. And if a good label calls me, I'm with it. You know, if it's beneficial and it gets me out there, I'm with it, dude. Because that only gets me time on a contract. And when I'm off that contract, I got my own fan base that I could do this shit by myself, and then I ain't got to worry about nobody, you know.
Right. It's almost like paying dues to then get some actual notable recognition and kind of really because the radio does put you out there, man. Whatever you want to call it, or actual labels usually can they have a bigger range and reach or whatever for however the case. So yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
Um,
dude.
Okay, and see, this is you just mentioned earlier, so I'm guessing that's pretty much going to be your answer. But you can touch back on it. Maybe somebody new hopped in and they didn't hear you say it. But the question is, if not music, then what? Would you just be working a 9 to 5? Would you be doing something else? Do you have another hobby that you're passionate about, or something like that? And or
So
you had mentioned, go ahead.
no, go ahead. What I mentioned?
I
What?
was gonna say you mentioned that you have a trade, so push come to shove, you can just work your 9 to 5 or whatever it was or whatnot.
So if I don't rap, if I'm not rapping or recording myself any way, shape, or form, I either wanna um do my best to try to put other people on. I want to be like I don't like all that gatekeeping shit. I want to be able to put people on because sometimes you might gatekeep somebody that could be a fucking an icon later. You don't know that
Right,
because you're putting this person down because they want to be in this community and you're like, "Oh, nah, you're not juggalo enough. You're not here enough. You're not yada yada yada." And that might just push them away to not want to do this shit at all. I want to put people on, and
right.
if I'm not putting people on, I definitely want to be doing something artistic. I love art. I do album covers like that album cover I did myself. Um, I do like graphics and shit. I mean, it's either that or putting people on. And if the internet ever fucking shut down, I'm a carpenter. I'm a welder. You know what I'm saying?
Right, you got that trade in your back pocket, which is a great thing to have, really, in this day and age.
Hmm.
Uh, okay, so then what did you want to be as a kid? Was it a carpenter or an artist?
Man, honestly,
Um,
bro, since I was like 7 or 8 years old, I've always wanted to be like in the music, bro. Like I always thought of doing music because growing up, like I said, I always had different genres of music around me. My parents split up when I was 5 or 6, and and I always had two different places to get music from, and I would always just sing along, or I would change words out, or I would always be influenced by music somehow. And I always thought if I ever wanted to do anything, it'd probably be something cool like doing music and being on stage and all this shit. I always had dreams of sitting at the table with my icons. You know what I'm saying? Sitting at the table with fucking people that I look up to. Now now I got songs with people that I've done like I look up to. I on Burner, I have a song with Insane Loke. I don't know if you ever heard of him. He's fucking
I've heard the
fire.
name. I don't know that
Yeah,
I listen like regularly, but I think I've heard the name.
bro, shout out to Insane Loke. That man's a fucking G, bro. Like when I was getting out of high school and getting out of trade school, I was listening to a lot of Insane Loke, and I thought, man, this motherfucker's dope as fuck, you know. And honestly, he influenced me a lot of how I how I project what my music now, you know, and it's crazy to see that I've come full circle to be able to do music with somebody that I look up to, you know, someone that I've got some learnings off of, you know.
Absolutely. It's almost like you finally made it. You know, that's that like recognition of or
Like I said, I'm not promised tomorrow, bro. I'm just trying to make sure that every day is worth it, and I could be happy knowing that I played the Gathering. I've met ICP. I've done so many shows. I've touched New York. I've touched California. I've been to fucking Minnesota. I've been to like Texas. I've been to all over the place to do music. I could be happy now, but the fact that I'm still here, I'm still breathing. I still have a voice. I'm gonna keep doing this
yeah.
shit, and I'm gonna keep representing for juggalos. I'm gonna keep representing for hip hop heads, rockers, all types of motherfuckers. Because I fuck with all
Bro,
that shit.
I love your positivity so much. And like people see somebody that's genuinely positive like you are, or I try to be, not always. I'll tell anybody I love them. A stranger, anybody Wiggles loves you, man. Tell a
I
stranger Wiggles loves them. You
Hell
know,
yeah, dude.
whatever. But
I try to
I
show
used
so
to
much
not.
love.
I used to not live like that. You know what I'm saying? I not used to live day for day and love things unconditionally. And, I just used to not care. So, I mean, it's like my way of giving back. But you can tell you're genuine within what you're saying. It's not just a ploy, it's not just put on.
I
It's
appreciate
dope.
that. I appreciate that
Um,
a lot.
I hope that music. Can you hear that music in the background? Somebody just pulled up in like a Cadillac. I don't know. I'm gonna get copyrighted on it. At any rate, so you mentioned you played The Gathering. This next question is kind of two part, and it's that very thing. How many gatherings have you been to, and how many gatherings have you performed at?
I've performed at one gathering, and I've been to about 15, 16 gatherings, dude. I, I, yeah, dude, yeah. It's every opportunity I was given to, I went, bro. Every opportunity I was able to, I went, bro. After graduating eighth grade, once I started going to high school, and I was able to fucking cut and and be places and tell people that I'm somewhere else. That's where I was.
Right, right. That's great. I've only been to one, man, and that was last year, and it was like probably
Oh,
one of the best times of my life. The best
come again,
vacation.
come again, keep coming back, come
Yeah,
again.
this year's got to be even better, right? It's the legendary.
Mhm. Oh man, dude, if I can ask you a question, who are you hoping that performs, and who would you just want to perform? Like who makes sense
Okay,
for it to
so
perform?
I sent in a list. I put some homies on there that I knew, obviously, but I still think they deserve it. But like, I gave uh, an untouchable, man. So I literally done like untouchable, possible but expensive, and then possible, and then I said the rest are definitely possible and I think are worthy. And so the untouchable, I put Glorilla because that's my bitch, man. I would fucking die. I would die. And then so the next one I put is possible, but probably too expensive. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna shell out the money he wants.
I
Is
like your levels. I like your levels to this. Go ahead.
well, you know what I'm saying? So, possible if they would pay for it, but they're probably not going to. And that'd be Little Dicky, aka
That'd be
Dave,
funny. I like
the
that. I
dick,
like that.
bruh. You know what I'm saying?
I
And
don't think he'd
then
be too expensive. I don't think he'd be too expensive.
he $50,000 out the gate is what I heard to just show up at an event because he don't even be doing music like that no more. He's more about the acting and stuff
Oh,
like that.
see, then yeah, I can understand that then.
So 50K, I doubt they're gonna pay that for old Dicky. Anyways, so then obviously possible would be Tech Nine. Obviously he's been there a few times. He's family. He's homie. That'd be cool. And then who else did I say that was? I feel like I just put tech there, and then I put worthy people and possible. I don't know if you're gonna know this artist, but there's a dude by the name of Jason the Sing God, and he goes pretty hard, man. We have like a love hate relationship, but I'm in his Discord and shit, and he's been flying under the radar for like 10 years, and I think he's underrated. So I would really love to see him perform. Uh, Cartoon Bondurant, Enoch, Ex Mortis, Siamese Goat God. Those are the homies. Um, Believe the Wicked Menace would be cool if he showed up again. Obviously, I didn't mention them, but you know the clowns are going to be there, and you know Ouija's going to be there, so I'm happy about them, Jones. Darby, I assume, but maybe I shouldn't assume, is going to perform. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's there. So more unmentioned names, like Evil Cook. He's the homie. I don't know if you know who Evil Cook is, but he be doing music. He's in the Spanilees. He's very active on Facebook. He's a good dude. I would like to see him perform.
If he's around, tell him to hit me up. I'd like to know.
Yeah. And then Nuisance One. I don't know if you know who that is, but I interviewed them, and they do like the actor and music bit too. Like, they really got it going on. They make their own videos, and they're like, you would think like a top quality, already made it label quality videos. I don't know what they're doing, how they're connected, but they're all right, man. Let's see.
They got the technology.
Hell's Bells. It's a father-son duo. I don't know if you know who they are, but I think that would be pretty cool to watch go down. I've always said Jelly Roll. Dreadlockjuggalo on YouTube. I'm doing a live stream interviewing an artist. Dreadlockjuggalo. Somebody, huh? Do I want a beer at the library? I probably would, but I don't want to get in trouble. I done seen too many cops go by. I appreciate you. I appreciate y'all stopping. Check us out, man. Whoop whoop. At any rate, and then really, it's kind of up in the air for me. I switch it up occasionally. Oh, I know. So I pissed off the whole Juggalo group on Facebook and started a wildfire. You got to know who this dude is. Rather you like him or not, that's to each their own. But what the hell is his name? He sings that Trenchfoot Salvador song. I just done his interview a few months back. Oh my God, what's his name? Now I'm drawing a blank. Not Machiavelli God, but they would be dope. What is his name? I can't think of it. I'm drawing a blank, man, but I will send you afterwards, and you're going to be like, oh, not that fucking dude. But, so, yeah. I would say that's a fair list, but it always switches up with some of the same ones staying stapled at the top or whatever. And there for a while, I was like every other week sending in those ballots or whatever. And I think once Rob sent an email back or a reply, it might have been one of those automated, but it's like, thanks, we actually appreciate your suggestions, or said these are good suggestions or some shit. So I don't know. But again, enough about me. I appreciate you switching it up, though. I don't usually get asked no questions on my interview stream while there's 7 people in here. Whoop, whoop. It's a like button, y'all. We appreciate you coming through. It's starting to get a little stormy. I'm seeing lightning bolts, but we don't care. We're going to make this interview happen. So stick around. Share it out. And Pete, what is up? Cheesy said, Ouija don't fuck with Machiavelli God. Why not? Listen, Spotify tells me that I listen to them more than I know I do. But they're all right. The beats are good. Some of the songs are catchy. I mean, I don't hate them. All right, man. If you could collaborate with any artist, mainstream or underground that maybe you haven't got to or you haven't yet or you don't, or give us somebody that you think would technically be untouchable for you for whatever reason, who would it be?
Man, it might sound cliche for everybody to say this, but I would like to do a song with Tech Nine. You know, that'd be one. One person I feel like I would never be able to get to would probably be Ice Cube. Man, I would love to do a song with Ice Cube though. Holy shit.
What, real quick on him, what do you think of him like coming back into making music? He
Oh,
recently,
dude,
dropped it.
I fucking love it, dude. I fucking love it. I'm when I started seeing the first one come out a couple years ago, and then I seen the project he put out, and then this past couple months he put out more shit. Man, bro, I fucking love it, bro. I fucking love it. I fucking love it. Ice Cube's
Jeezy
on some.
said he should be at the gathering. I know he's been to a gathering. I don't know which one, but I swear I seen an article that Ice Cube actually went to a gathering.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he
So
did. Oh.
Ryan said, "Fuck yeah, Tech is a beast." Of course, of course. Ooh, bruh, it might get crazy. I'm gonna be running home. Um, At any rate, we're just gonna keep pushing. I don't know that this is technically the safest spot, but I'm not necessarily. There's a couple trees, but they're not directly by me. Uh, okay. The rain's straight. I don't care about rain. I'm seeing lightning bolts like just go right across the sky and shit. I'm like, ooh.
Oh hell yeah.
Um. All right. So this question's kind of weird because you guys are artists, but I ask, have you met anyone famous to you? And I like to use my answer as I have met Polly Shore. So obviously I met ICP and Ouija a handful of times, and I will never forget those moments. But I like to use Polly Shore as like a separate, he's an actor. You know what I'm saying? He ain't a
Yeah.
rapper.
Oh man, I'm trying to think. I always joke with my girlfriend and tell her that I meet people everywhere because I told my girlfriend I met Logic at a Harold's Chicken. I met Kendrick Lamar at an In and Out. I,
No
I,
shit. Just
I
random
told,
bumping ins.
yeah, I told him what the fuck else? I told her I met David Bowie at a fucking Menards. Fuck, who else did I tell her? I told her I meet everybody everywhere, but like I think the most famous people I meet gotta be like at the gathering. If not, it's like battle rap motherfuckers. Like I don't know if you're into battle rap at all. If not, you should because it's cool. but but I met a lot of them rappers, and I think that's pretty cool. Because they're up there. You know what I'm saying? They be getting paid good.
So is Eminem a battle rapper?
So Eminem, I don't know. I
Oh,
think he's a battle rapper. I think he's a different type of battle rapper in a different era, but I don't think he's a battle rapper now. I don't
right,
like it. Yeah, I
right.
don't know.
um, okay. What's your favorite color, man?
Green.
Mine is red. What is your favorite
Red.
domestic? Yeah. What's your favorite domesticated animal and wild type animal?
My favorite domestic animal is a dog. I own 3 dogs. Two of them are pit bulls and one of them is a beagle. And my favorite wild animal, if I can own, I'd own a fucking monkey. I'd own like a little pet monkey.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude!
I,
I'd own a little monkey.
I want a little
I take
capuchin
it.
monkey so it can do my palm rolls. My old lady's always like, Sean, you can't have a monkey to do your palm rolls. Why not?
I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. If I had a little monkey, I wouldn't even mind changing his little diaper. I just love that little asshole. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's awesome. I too would pick dogs. I have a couple pit bulls, and then we have a wolf husky mix, and then
That's cool.
My wild animal would be a white tiger because they're not supposed to exist, and they'll lure you in, and then they'll kill you. Like that's it.
Man, bastards.
We have 6 people in the chat. Please, 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 if you have any questions for this man, or you know him personally, and you're here just supporting him, and you know something that you could ask that would trigger a good response or question, please, please put it in the chat. So ask questions now. Meanwhile, while you guys are thinking of some questions, I'm going to ask you, how do you try to separate yourself in the underground scene being that it's so big?
Is that for me?
Yeah.
How as far as I know, bro, I just gotta learn to stand out. And the best way I've ever learned to stand out was just to be funny, be a good people person, and just try not to burn any bridges with people, and just and really work with the right type of people, because you know the wrong people in your circle could fuck you up,
Right.
bro. But I feel like as far as an artist, if you were to see me, I I would have to just stand out, like the dreadlocks stand out. You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers stand out. If it's not the dreads,
Yeah.
if it's not that, it's me jumping around. I like to be loud. I like to bother people when I see them at grocery stores. I'm very social.
Good stage performance. I've always said, and you can even find me saying it in other streams, that I am the person to believe if you have a good stage presence, Jesus, you can fall short on your vocals. Now you can't suck, but you can, skip or maybe not be as clear or whatever, because you're giving me something to visually watch and stimulate, and then I just tie it all together. But if you're just standing there with a mic, like that can be trash, bruh.
Oh, dude, there's this one person that's on Facebook. She had asked, what do you do to prepare for a show? Like, how many times do you run over your material? And dude, I was looking through the comments. So many people talking about, oh, I pick out the set list the day of, and I just rock it out. And it's like those people give out the most lamest fucking performances, because it's like,
Woo!
oh, I saw that. I see that. I see that. And these people give out the most lamest fucking performances, and it's fucking crazy. My like me personally, bro. I practice until I'm sweating fucking bullets, and I'm on the floor gasping for air, bro. Like like I practice my shit over and over and over, and I make sure that I get my performance right. I make sure that if I want to say something funny in between songs, I'll do that. I'll practice that. That just anything that'll just help my performance any more than I'm already gonna do, because I make, like I said, I make sure I put out good music, you know, and in order for people to feel good music, it's gotta look aesthetic, you know, they gotta see somebody moving around, dancing and fucking around, you know what I'm saying? Like
Right, right,
jamming out with the
vibing.
music, not just standing there just one
Uh,
place.
I'm not saying you can't be good right here. You know what I'm saying? If you're clerical and you're good at what you're doing, but you can also just suck. Like, well, give me more then.
Yeah.
Um, Impede said, "What's a song that spoke to you recently? Are you meaning any song or one of his songs?" I'm gonna go on with my next question. Will you clarify that question? Uh, Lightning trenches for us. Whoop whoop, bro. That's what it is. Hopefully, it brings all the people. Everybody's gonna be going inside their house, but nothing to do now, and they're gonna come to Dreadlockjuggalo. I'm manifesting here. Um, okay. Do you think the skill came natural, or did you have to learn and practice? And what I mean by that is some people are born with a given talent, and other people have to learn and practice at that same thing, and then they're equally competitive. Do you think it more came natural for you, or it was more of the learning curve?
So I feel like it does come natural, but I'm always open to learn because I know I'm not the best performer in the world, but I'm and definitely not the worst performer in the world. And if I can do anything to improve my performance, I'm with it, you know. So but a lot of it did come from learning. Like perfecting it came from learning. You know, I project well, you know, I can speak clear, I can speak well, I speak in like it makes sense when I talk, you know what I'm saying? It ain't just like mumbles and fucking nonsense and shit that don't connect. But it's like if you don't practice stage presence and like moving and breath control and shit like that, then you can never be a good performer. Like you need all that.
Right.
You need to learn all that.
Absolutely. Boy, it's starting to come down. We're cool though. I'm gonna keep going until I feel it's pretty much unsafe for me. We might have to just rerun a part two or something, my guy, because I'm still gonna
I'm
have
with
to
it.
make
I'm
it
with it.
home somehow. I live like I don't
Man,
know
you,
6 blocks up the
you said
road.
you're 4 hours away
4 hours from what?
from Gary.
From Gary, yeah, like 4.5 hours, I think it is. I'm Connorsville, Indiana. Gary's like north up, kind of well, right there by Chicago
Yeah.
area. In Chicago, I can make it to Chicago in 5 hours.
Let's let's meet halfway for part
And
two.
just yeah, do a hangout like in person, bruh. I'm
I'm
telling
down.
you.
If you ever want to rerun this, you know, rerun a fucking another interview, I'm down to meet you halfway, and we'll kick it outside somewhere. You know, I'll do you the justice since you're out there, you know, weathering the
Right.
weather.
Um, yeah, I've never had to actually end a stream because of this or whatever, and I didn't want to. We've made it about an hour. They typically go an hour and a half, closer to like 2 hours, but we've got through most of the questions. Look, we might do something on the game questions separately. Let me ask you this final big question, and I'm going to go ahead and wrap it, and then we'll discuss part two for what we missed out on. And I just want to apologize to the chat too. Anybody that watches this on the replay, you're not going to get the full extent, but it is getting kind of dicey out here, and I still got to make it home in this shit. So, and I'm walking. I'm an idiot. I brought my wagon and all that good stuff. So, man, this weather. Yeah, you're telling me. So at any rate, real quick, last question. How did you come up with your stage name, and then do you have a logo that is identifiably yours, rather it's on a shirt, a car, whatever type beat, and
My
did you create that?
So my name, I picked it out because when I first started making music, I started seeing a lot of people make music that I wasn't too fond of, and and I always thought them and I always thought that people were just wasting beats, and I thought and I would always be like a fucking critic. I would be an asshole back in the day, and I'd be like, man, they could have done it like this, they could have done it like that. So I always felt like I was always more in tune with the quality or the with the precision. And when I started making music, I always thought, man, this is a hit, this is a hit. You know this is the way it should sound like. And my first project back in fucking 2010 that I started recording, it would have been one of those off the phone recordings, off the laptop recordings, but I lost all those shits. And a lot of those songs were covers, and I would rip beats. I wanted to do fucking MGK Wild Boy. I wanted to do fucking Swimming Pools by Kendrick Lamar. I wanted to do a bunch
Yeah,
of fuck.
pull up,
I
drink, headshot. Yeah, ooh,
Yeah,
that's cold.
I wanted to do a bunch of songs, and I did, and I lost all those songs. But I always thought when I was making those songs, I thought, man, I'm putting a lot of work into the precision, and in order, and obviously every song you want to make it a hit, and I would keep that in mind. So I thought, man, I'm the motherfucking hitman.
Hell yeah.
I'm I'm putting in that work to fucking kill this beat. I'm putting in that work to be with the precisions, to do this shit step by step by step, and doing it with fucking clarity every time, clean work every fucking time. It's about quality, and who does that? A fucking signed hitman,
Hell yeah.
boy,
That's
boy.
clever. I fuck with it,
Yeah,
man.
bro.
I feel like a complete asshole that I'm gonna have to end this because I chose to come up here and I'm not even using the Wi-Fi. And it ain't bad. It doesn't really get me bothered till I start seeing these lightning bolts and then the rain comes down like harder. We don't. We live like right by a bowl. They say so. Typically, tornadoes don't make it into town, but there's always the first time, you know. And I got a basement at home, so I don't
Well,
have
you
to
gotta
die
be
today,
optimistic.
you know.
You
So,
gotta be optimistic. A tornado will touch down one day.
right, right. And I want to be at my house with the basement. Uh,
For
Listen,
sure.
bro. Thank you so much. I'm gonna get with you. We're gonna reschedule part two, even if it's tomorrow or next weekend or another day. Just in the week, just to finish this last. And it'd probably only be another 20-minute little part of a stream or whatever, you know, a little quickie. But I want to say I
I'm
truly
down.
do appreciate you coming and doing this, even under, well, the circumstances now and whatnot.
Yeah. Well, yeah, man. I enjoyed my time, bro. You got the good questions. And it was good. It was good talk. You know what I'm saying? It was fun.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end it like I normally do though, real quick, and say, tell somebody you love them. You don't know who needs to hear that, and it could be you that could change, alter the way they're thinking, their mindset, put them on a better course or track. You might have been through something that they're not clearly seeing and thinking and seeing the, way to get through it, and you can help them and give them that answer or whatever where they're hiccuping or whatever the case may be. You don't have to conspicuously hate people. Just stay in your lane. Tell somebody you love them, and if you don't want to, tell them Wiggles loves them. Okay? I fucking love you guys. You know it. Whoop whoop. And I'm sorry the weather shortened it and Chris's stream because he's a dope ass artist. Sorry. We're gonna have his links in the description of the video. Go follow him on everything. Chris, thank you so much, man.
Sure,
Sorry, I have
sure.
a
Thank
horse in
you.
my throat.
One more
Until next
time.
time,
Shout out.
we're out of here.
Shout out to
Yeah,
everybody.
shout
Shout out
outs.
to y'all, man. Shout out Juggalos. Shout out to everybody out there. Pa nosotros, por nosotros. Look at the fucking brand. You want to look cool like me? You got this brand right here to look at. You know what I'm saying? Bam, boy.
Hell yeah. Whoop, whoop. We out.